Okay, love. So I'm gonna take a look at any new friends, new people, all of that. Let me just pull everything out first here. Okay. So any new friend connections. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Well, all right. Well, all right, child. You doing too much. Well, we got yes and then trust. So, I don't really know what that yes or that trust is for. Okay. Because I'm pulling energy for either new friends or new romantic situations. But either way, child, something coming in. Okay. Because you got a yes. Okay. You got a resounding yes. Okay. Within the next few months, like I'm not even asking like yet. It's just like, no, just go ahead and tell her. Within the next few months. Okay, but let me see exactly what's going on. Hold on. Give me a second over here. Okay. Give me a second 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 here. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. As far as any new friends, no new friends. No, I'm joking. And you literally have the card of friendship. I love it. So yeah, you might want to watch out for Earth energy though. I feel like the person that's gonna be solid is probably gonna be another Libra. I look down at this daggone paper. I'm like, hold on, I don't even know if she's a Libra. Hold on. Give me a second. So yeah, possibly may be another Libra here that may end up being like, a good friend. I just feel like that Virgo, like, I don't know about that. There's something better. Like that Virgo. I don't know about the Virgo. And then you got Virgo and Capricorn. Also, too, while I was shuffling, all the cards was falling out everywhere. You did have the card of choose a new direction. And the Capricorn card literally says new direction. So it's definitely urging you that there is something when it comes to, even if it doesn't necessarily have to be dealing with another person, but you may need to reevaluate something that you've already set your mind on. So that's just like an FYI. Like you might need to like maneuver around that, find a new direction, kind of stand back, reevaluate some things on something that you may already like have your mind set on. So just FYI. But also too, possibly you could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming towards you, or a Libra energy coming towards you as far as friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And then you also have the compromise card. So I always feel like this is another Libra card too. But I am getting to, I get that like it may not necessarily be a long lasting friendship with an earth, excuse me, child, with an earth energy, because like y'all may have like two very like two domineering and two strong personalities, where like y'all might just like clash a lot. Like you guys try to like be cool, y'all try to, have the scales to be balanced. Okay. with the scales up there, and then this lady over here with the scales or whatever. Like, you try to kind of like balance out your energy, but then like I feel like it's like you just kind of like, okay, you know what, here, like I go ahead and give you a little rose and I'm just gonna keep it on walking. So I get the sense like there might be some awkward energy around like quote unquote friendships. And also too, I have the porcupine, and it says you may defend yourself honorably without hurting those close to you. So again, I feel like that. I just feel like some debates, like some friendly debates, okay, where like, you know, it might get unfriendly and it's just like, okay, you just getting on my nerves. Like, I just don't like the way you think. You're real ignorant. You know how Libras can be, okay? When we get in a heated debate and we feel like we right about something, be like, I don't like your tone, okay? I don't like the way that you think, so I'm gonna remove myself from your energy, okay? But yeah, so I also get the sense too that possibly a friend may become a lover or something like that as I transition over to any romantic love coming towards you, because I do have the crab. It could end up being a Cancer, but it says show your emotions and regenerate love. Now, the energy of regeneration, it doesn't necessarily have to be, a person from the past trying to regenerate it, but it could just be, the energy of romance and love within you could be regenerated and like, come up again through another person activating it. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the romance here. See who coming towards you, Jeb. Two, like I said, very, very strong opinions, because we also have spiritual career here. So you may end up befriending someone who's like an empath or like a psychic or something like that, or an energy reader, okay? Or this may be you. Again, this may be you, where there's somebody has very, very strong like empathic and yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Somebody got a very, very strong like spiritual like energy around them, and there's something where it may end up clashing with someone else. Also too, it could be even as simple as the fact of like tradition, like traditional, whatever. Like, you may end up meeting people who are very traditional, or like, who are a part of a certain religion or whatever. And like, maybe you tell them like, oh yeah, like, I mean, I don't know if you do, because I don't use tarot, but maybe you watch tarot readings, or maybe, what I'm saying, maybe just the fact that you're into astrology or something like that. I feel like that, like when you start to speak your mind a little bit more, then some people may have an issue with it, and you may get into like again, I'm going to say it's a friendly debate, but you never know, okay? You never know. You never know. You never know. It might not be as friendly as I'm trying to make it out to be. But again, I just feel like that you have a difference of opinions with someone, and possibly, again, like I said, possibly it doesn't necessarily have to be like, child, if you meet a Virgo, please don't be like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be your friend, because we're going to end up arguing. Like, no, but just the energy, or the idea around an earth sign being very grounded, being very earthy, being very traditional. I get the sense that's where you may clash with someone. But as far as this romance, so we have a moon in Capricorn, sun in Scorpio, eclipse in Taurus, and sun in Sagittarius. So you could, again, like I said, that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, possibly an earth sign. Specifically, we have sun in Sagittarius and sun in Scorpio. So these energies may be coming towards you as well. So yeah, so even when I was pulling the cards, I'm like, why am I pulling so many signs? So I feel like that you may have a lot of people coming towards you, or you may end up, attracting a lot of people, not even knowing it. And I feel like they all just gonna be kind of like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You're just like, wait a minute. Like, my phone been dry since I freaking moved here. Like, where is all this coming from? Okay. But yeah, see, look, but we got stay optimistic about your love life, healing. Okay, healing energy. As well as the sloth. It says, consider the smallness of your needs and treasure what you possess. So again, I get the sense that, you may be a little reserved right now. You may not necessarily be out there talking to people, whatever, what I'm saying? You may have not found like your tribe yet or whatever, but it's like, don't worry. Like, what I'm saying? It's like the energies that are supposed to come towards you, they definitely will have a way of finding itself to you. Okay. But I definitely get the sense that the connection that is coming towards you, it will aid in your healing. It will aid in you, not feeling as if like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to have anybody. But I definitely get the sense that there will definitely be multiple romantic suitors or romantic partners or whatever. And again, like I said, maybe a friend turns into a lover, or a lover turns into a friend. You know, I'm just saying, like, you might meet somebody strictly for, like, you know, yeah, we're about to date, we're about to see where it goes. And then y'all end up like, we don't really like each other like that, or the vibe just wasn't there, but y'all end up being like the best of friends or like really good friends. So yeah, there is a chance where your romantic perspectives may end up becoming a friend of yours. Okay, but we do have true love here. True love, no need to worry, and then let go. And I can already know what this let go is about. Letting go of doubt, letting go of two, because it's like when you start to like just like get so down and out about like, oh my gosh, I don't have this, I don't have this, like I wish I could have that. It's like you kind of start to pull away and take away from the things that you do have in your life, energetically, figuratively or whatever, physically, tangible right in your face or whatever. But it's like you kind of start to pull away from, being grateful for those things, and you only start to focus on negative things. You only start to focus on the fact like, oh my gosh, I've been single for so long. It's like you got to be careful with those energy, because it's like, God's kind of looking at us like, I'm sorry that your freaking Prince Charming Boaz is not in your face right now, but like I freaking gave you air, breath in your body. I gave you a freaking car. Like you're in school. Like you're doing this. Like you are not, you know what I'm saying? You ain't in no type of danger. Like I'm sorry that like you don't like anything else I've given to you. I'm sorry. Anyways, the reason why I say that, because you also have the energy here of gratitude. And it says, I understand what I understand. I am thankful for the opportunities. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents me. But again, just, living in gratitude. And again, like I said, not getting so fixated, letting go. No need to worry. Don't worry. Not getting so fixated on what it is that you lack, and really just enjoying this moment right now. And again, like I said, what's meant for you will definitely be coming towards you. And also with the energy of no need to worry, I always say, I've said it a lot, but worrying is like praying for something that you don't want, because, when we worry, what are we doing? We're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so stressed about this. Like you continue to think about it. It's like in every instance, like I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Like, well, what if it happens like this? Or what if something comes out like that? Or what if this never happens? It's like you're worrying so much and you're so fixated on that. And what do we do when we pray? Like, please God, let me have this. Like, please God, like thank you for this, or please God, forgive me for that. It's like, it's a mental thing where you're like rehearsing it. So when you are worrying about something so much, it's like you're literally praying, of God, of like, yeah, God, I don't really want this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's constantly on your mind, and God is just like reading your mind, like, why you keep thinking about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, that all goes around to what you think is what you create. So if we're just so fixated on the fact, like, oh my gosh, like I don't have anybody, I'm so lonely, I'm this, you kind of start to create that, you know what I'm saying? And again, you start to create that as your own truth. You start to believe that to your truth, and you should not be believing that. No, you're never alone. You're literally never alone. Even when you are alone, like you're never alone. You won't be alone for the rest of your life, or there is nothing about you that's just so bad that nobody's ever gonna like. It's like, again, we gotta start. You gotta start like changing around the way that you think, the way that you speak on things about yourself, because again, it's like you are like subconsciously, really conscious, because you're saying it, making a vow to yourself that, yeah, I will always lack in that particular area or whatever. Let me put some timing. I don't know if I did. Let me put some timing around this romantic situation, like I said, of when people gonna be starting to trickle on in and whatnot. I get possibly within I get within, yeah, about 5 weeks or so, 5 to 6 weeks, at the very latest 10. I feel like between 5 and 10 weeks, so it says like a month, okay, and like a few months, like into the new year or whatever. I get the sense that that's when a lot of this like communication will come around. You're gonna literally start feeling like, oh shoot, I was feeling like the man when I walk through. I ain't feeling like the man when I walk through. I ain't got a couple bands when I walk through. I be looking like the man when I walk through. I'm just saying, okay. But we got the queen of air right there, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So yes, I feel like you're going to start getting a lot more communication, a lot more, and you will start, again, like there's an energy of like, healing your own energy, healing your own, even if you feel like, you're at a healed place in your life or whatever. But again, I feel like there's like, just again, like I had just told somebody else, like life is continuously a journey. There is no like, okay, stopping point right here. I'm perfect. I'm healed. I don't ever feel anything. I don't ever do anybody wrong. I never tell a lie. It's like, there is no like, no, we continuously learn. We continuously go through different experiences in our life. But either way though, I get the sense, like I said again, that you will come about into a more healed state and a more healed energy with over the next course of the next few months, between 5 and 10 weeks, like I said. And again, I feel like that's when a lot of these energies, a lot of these people that you may meet will start to trickle in as far as like romantic perspectives. So I'm just gonna pull energy for you. And you're like, are your standards too high? Like, why everybody got somebody but you don't, or whatever? I'm gonna just pull just I don't really know any other way to like really answer that. So I'm just gonna pull some energy, just what you need to know concerning that. Okay. Because again, you can't look at everybody else's situation and think like, child, you know how many people are in relationships that are miserable AF? You know how many people stay in relationships and it's actually toxic AF, but it looks like, oh my gosh, it's so great. Like, at least you got somebody. No, you know, the most ignorant and dumb thing that I used to like say about like people in relationships, child, let me tell you something. You talking about a hopeless romantic, you talking about somebody being sad AF that ain't got nobody. Child, if you would have known me between the ages of when I was born until like, maybe honestly until like 20 something, okay, because until like 20 something, still a few years ago, okay. I literally used to say like, well, at least you got somebody to like argue with. Like when people used to go through things, I'd be like, I don't even got nobody to argue with. Like, you lucky you got somebody to argue with. You lucky at least like no, it doesn't work that way. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. Trust me. No, you don't want that. Trust me, you don't. So yeah, let me just pull a few cards here, then I'm going to read what they say, and then I'm going to be out your hair, okay? Okay. First energy you got, number 35, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change your life and, loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Then we got health and surrender. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. I mean, pretty much is what I just did. Gonna say it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I just said. Okay. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. You got different timelines. You can't be looking at other people, you know what I'm saying, their situations and like, nah, it ain't gonna work like that. And then we also have the energy here too of turn away from infidelity so that love may blossom. Now, when I'm speaking, with a single person, when that comes up, it's just like, again, you know, what you think is what you create. You know, the more, you know, whatever you're giving your energy to, you know, that's what's going to develop. So, you know, it becomes a pivotal moment in a singles person's life when it's like, okay, I want to, you know, bring in the energy of a particular partner. I want to bring in that love and that energy, but you're not going to do that again if you are, you know, constantly dating around, or if you're constantly, you know, having a bunch of, you know, a bunch of F buddies, okay, a bunch of friends with benefits, or, you know, like that. You're creating all these soul ties, and for what? You know what I'm saying? And for what, when you know that that's not your ending goal, when you know that that's not necessarily what you want. And excuse me, you said you were a virgin, so right, that's what you say, right? I wrote down virgin. I don't know what virgin means, but I wrote that down for you, so whatever that means, okay? But either way though, it still doesn't matter, you know, for you, if you are a virgin, okay? That might be, maybe you're kissing too many frogs that you don't need to be kissing, okay? Or maybe you're holding hands with too many guys you don't need to be holding hands with, I don't know. But either way though, it's like you gotta kind of like look at your patterns, look at certain things that you're doing, and just knowing, I mean, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So yeah, so again, every time I get this card, and it's actually the hummingbird, but again, turn away from infidelity so that love may blossom. This may even be talking to, you know, you know, this may even be speaking to the energies of when you have all these people coming towards you or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the people that, your possible romantic perspective that we just saw, you know, it might be, you know, once you feel like you really are feeling somebody in particular, or maybe you're not feeling any of them, it's just like, be real with yourself. Like, what is the point of carrying on, you know, a connection? Again, like I said, for some of them, they will like end up actually turning into, you know, your friend, or you guys just kind of develop a friendship, and just knowing that that is not, you know, being more romantic is just not really it. But again, like I said, I feel like that this card again is just like, be honest with yourself about certain things. And it's like, don't just sit in energy when you know that, again, that's not what you want as your ending result. Like, that's not that you don't want that to be your end all be all. So there's no point of like pretty much making yourself be stuck in something. And that's also easy too, you know what I'm saying, when you are kind of like a hopeless romantic type of a person, and then you do have a romantic perspective come towards you. It's like, you will stick it out and like continue to talk to this person no matter what. Because it's like, you know, not necessarily something like, oh, I just want somebody to talk to, but it's just like, there is like a small element of that in there when it's like, yeah, I'm lonely. Yeah, I want somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want to continue on with this connection, even though I know this person, you know, me and this person isn't on the same page or whatever it may be. But again, it's like really making sure that, you know, you don't get yourself stuck like in a circle, especially with this indecision card too. There may be a Gemini coming towards you as well. But the card actually says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So again, it's like, you know, it's about, yeah, it's about not necessarily overthinking a lot of things, but also to yeah, not necessarily overthinking a lot of things, but also just reevaluating and reworking the way that you speak on things and the way that you say things, pretty much. Okay. Literally, and that was the card of communication at the bottom. So yeah, it's about how you're like literally, you know, I mean, if you're speaking of manifestation or whatever, you're just like, well, why people got somebody and I don't? Like, are my standards too high? Is this or that? But you know, again, it's like you might be kind of like having oxymoronic, you know what I'm saying, energies put out there. It's like, on one hand, yes, I'm a hopeless romantic. This is what I want. You know, these are my standards, like, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, I want a person like this, or, you know, I truly do want love or whatever. But then on the same token, it's like, okay, the energy that you just put out there, you pretty much, you know, combating it and completely dismissing it by saying like, well, I ain't gonna never have nobody. Like, I don't understand why anybody come in. It's like, give it a chance. Like, give it a chance for the energies to work. Give your life a chance for you to live and whatnot, and experience more things. But yes, my dear, but that's all that I have for you. I hope I was able to help you. Okay. Hope I was able to help you. But yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.